Right from the moment you get your visa, you're super excited. You can't wait to share the news with your family, your friends, and everyone because you're good to go. From the moment you get your visa, the shopping race begins. It is a race against time to take everything off that list. The journey to a new country is a well of emotions because you do not know the certainties or the uncertainties in front of you. And so you're thinking, your mind is going on overdrive. You land and then you're making plans and plans and plans. Let's not forget the little prayers you say during baggage claims because it's either your baggage is in there or it is not. Let me tell you, at this point, it is tension upon tension because number one, you have passed one hurdle and now you're on another hurdle. So God help you, basically. And some of you are so fortunate to have a welcome party with the signs at the airport. Welcome, Mommy. Welcome, Vicky. Welcome, Byron. Welcome, Tyron Lannister. And some of us are just winging it. Let it not be that we are ungrateful. We give thanks to God for safe journey. Mommy, I've arrived. That is good, my dear. So where are you? Mommy, I can't find the Uber driver. I don't know anywhere in this country. It's too early to be frustrated. Whether you're coming as a family or you're coming alone, you will always often encounter some hiccups here and there. And irrespective of the different experiences we encounter, they are there to shape in our individual journeys. So, you are here. You've arrived. What next? Where will you stay? Right? But before that, let's thank God.
What shall I say unto the Lord? Yes, Lord. All I have to say, thank you, Lord. What shall I say? Thank you,
Thanksgiving is over and so honeymoon phase is over. So where are we going to stay? How much are we going to pay for rent? Which work are we going to do to sort our rent? What neighborhood can we raise our children? Where can we stay that is not going to cut off our necks? These are the questions. And as the questions are coming, it's possible that it is doing a number on your mental health.
I need Lucozade and blood tonic.
So the question is, where are you going to stay? Where are the sites to search for accommodation? How are you sure you're making the right decision? How are you sure that both of you made the right decision in the first place to migrate? And that is why you can never have enough of the planning. You keep planning, you keep discussing this with your partner, and to ensure that all of you are at the same place mentally, because it takes a toll on you. You're going to work, you're also thinking, where are you going to sleep tonight? How will your family settle down in this new country? Did you make the right decision? Will you make friends? How are these friends going to come about? Will you be happy? Are you happy as a person? Will you settle down and then face your studies? Will attendance be affected? Will you go home and start thinking about how to settle gas bills, electricity, water, and things like that? Where are the sites to check? How are you sure you're making the right decision? And this is what this video is dedicated to talking about today. Come with me as we share information on the sites to use while searching for accommodation in the UK. Hi everyone, and you're welcome to Kake's vlog. It's good to have you guys back with me on this journey. Okay, so today I will be sharing with us apps or sites that immigrants should have on their phones. Apps that are very useful and super important once you've already settled that you're coming into the UK. So a lot of us had some nice experiences when we were house hunting, some not so good. And it is out of that not so good experience that I will be sharing with us the things you need to do when you're searching for accommodation. The first thing is for you to start your search from your home country. It is not advisable to get here and then you start searching, because you're always fighting against time, you're always fighting against the other people that also want the accommodation. You're fighting against prices, you're fighting against the slots, you're fighting against the viewing times as well. So my advice is for you to start the search from your home country. Create an account, call the phone numbers. It is not advisable for you to deposit any money at all, because you're doing that at your own risk. Okay, so just establish the contact, establish connects, settle the fact that you'll be viewing as many houses as possible until you get what you want, and also work within your budget, because you do not want to spend the first 2 months of your stay in the UK spending money exorbitantly and unnecessarily. It's not advisable at all. So like I said, the first thing for you to do is sort your accommodation, start searching, start doing your research from your home country. And there are nice apps that you can use, but the ones that have worked for me, that I have seen results personally, the first on the list is Spare Room. Now, it's kind of tricky because a lot of people complain about Spare Room, but what I found was that for a year and a half that I was using Spare Room, it didn't work for me. And so I did them a mail. I'm going to show you what I did. I did them a mail and I said, I don't understand that I have been using this app for this period of time and it never worked for me. And they came back with a response, and I will be showing you this. And they said there was a security issue, blah, 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 and what have you. And so they gave me 7 days of free usage. And it was in that process that I was able to get my apartment. So it is possible that sometimes when you also start your search from your home country, there might be a glitch in the security. I'm not sure, but I think this is what happened to me. So yes, I'm advising you to start your search from your home country, but I'm also advising you that when you get here, ensure to check up on correspondence on your Spare Room. If you're not getting messages from the landlords, from the agents, then you need to do them a mail and call their contact number and say this is the problem you're having. But Spare Room works. Now, when you get on Spare Room, you're going to start by checking your postcode, check your location, also reduce the prices. If you don't have that budget that you're seeing, reduce it. There's also the clause of you paying a lesser fee for your rent. At the end of the day, you do not like where you stay, because the more money you pay for your rent, the higher your chances of getting what you may like. You get me? But always start from where you are. Do not throw all your money into rent and then at the end of the day you don't have money for upkeep or savings or transportation, logistics, any of that. It doesn't make sense. So I advise you to plan. Ensure that your rent is considerable and affordable rent. Let's say for a house share, depends on the area. In Bradford, for instance, you can get a nice ensuite for 400, 450, 500, even less than that. But you cannot get such in London. You can't get such in Cambridge and some other cities. So it depends on your city, it depends on where you are living, your county and all of that. When you get on Spare Room, just like every other app that I'll be mentioning, is the same thing. Put your postcode, put your location, put your price range, then start searching. Look at the pictures, and if you feel that you want to view it, send a message to the agent or the landlord. Is that straight? If they do not respond to you in 1 or 2 days and you don't have that time, send a reminder. Make sure you keep that correspondence going. The second app is Barbories, or the second site is Barbories. It was through Spare Room that I got in touch with Barbaris. Now, Spare Room is that site that will list all the houses depending on the estate managers and who is managing that estate or that house or that accommodation. So you can see on Spare Room the houses that Barbaris is giving out. You can see on Spare Room the house that Cheffing is giving out. You can also see on Spare Room the houses that private landlords are giving out. So it's not left for you to make your choice. They work together. So it's a first come, first have basis. Another thing to do is make sure you go through all those lists and make sure that you are always searching so that any new one that comes up, you will be on the first list, the first people that will view the place. Because what these guys do is once they get a sizable number of people that have viewed, they close that window, and when you reach out to them, you get messages like, oh, sorry, we are not taking any more viewers and things like that. The third one is Alexander Green. Alexander Green does basically the same thing. These people are very responsive. I give them an A for that. Alexander Green is very responsive. They communicate, they are courteous and all of that. The other one is Rightmove. The other one is Gumtree. Now, they do basically the same thing. So it's possible to see a house in Gumtree. You're seeing it in Spare Room. You're seeing it on Alexander Green. Yes, like I said, it's a first come, first have basis. So once you've signified your interest, try to view the place. If you like it, you can go ahead and do the paperwork. So these apps and sites are very good. If you're coming into the UK, try to do your search and find out what best works for you based on your location and your budget. Another one is OpenRent. OpenRent are also very responsive. I'm talking about these apps because these are the apps that I used and they were all responsive. All of them were responsive. Now, this is how it works. Like if you go on OpenRent, you're going to see the houses that estate agents and people who manage houses have put on that site. And you have the opportunity to reach out directly to the landlord, because there will be a space for you to reach out to the landlord, and the landlord will communicate back, send you a number, and then you guys can talk and organize a meeting. And it's very, very straightforward, to be honest. And it's also good to note again that you do not need to pay any fee at all, no deposit, no viewing, none of that. Some of us who grew up in Lagos know that if you want to view a house, some of these agents will tell you to pay transportation fee and viewing fee. We've all been there. And so it's a burden off your neck when you don't have to worry about a viewing fee for a house that you're not even going to like in the first place. You get me? Another site is Cheffing. Now, Cheffing is also good because they have neat and nice houses, but they also deal with selling full houses. So if you're a family, you're looking to buy a house, these people are the right people for you. Then in another video, subsequent video, I will be bringing these sites to you. But for now, these are the sites you need to be working with if you're looking to move to the UK. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.